Welcome to the Master Your Pop series. This is BigVu Part 2. This is a series where I share all of the applications that I use to run my small business. Hello everyone. We are going to learn and explore a little bit more into the BigVu app. So the very first one, part one, we discovered how to create a video using the BigVu application. And I showed you how the step-by-step process of how to create the script, how to send the script to the application and record the video, and then adding in the music, the lower thirds, and your logo. So that is what we covered in the previous video. And now we're going to explore a little bit more of how you can get creative with these. One of the features I really love about BigVu is their branded captions at the very bottom. So it's very simple. You plug in your script, you've already recorded it, and you want to add captions. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that video from our projects, and then I'm going to show you what it takes to just add some captions. BigVu takes your script and takes it from there. It's pretty awesome. So you can see here that I have my projects, and I'm going to click on this one here in the middle. It's called AN Community Invite Wrap. I'm going to click on the little edit pencil here, and it's going to take me into the collections, or the area where I can create the captions. So over to the right, you can see basically the whole script has been broken down into each of these pieces. So BigVu does that for you. Pretty awesome. And then if you look closely, I'll stop scrolling once I get to the top. You can see, if you look closely, you can see on this very first one that's highlighted, do you experience muscle discomfort or pain? So muscle discomfort has those little stars on either end, and then pain has the slashes on either side. There are no spaces in between those. And so what that is doing is it is creating the branded letters. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. Do you experience muscle discomfort or pain? If yes, maybe it's time for us to collaborate. First, your age isn't an excuse not to. And watch the right screen as it goes down through the video. Listen to your body. It's trying to communicate. So let's take some time to... So I'll just pause it there, but you can kind of get an idea. It takes the script and the video, and it plugs in those captions right as you're saying those specific words. And then I already went through the script and added those little details, so that the text would change into that yellow and teal. Those are the points of this wrap up that I really wanted people to pay attention to. That's where I really enunciated in this video, and I really wanted people to pay attention to that verbiage at that time. So here you can see it's investigate, but I invest -I -gate. So I really wanted to put a lot of emphasis on that word. So that's the finished product. So I'm going to kind of take it back a little bit, reverse engineer this slightly. I'm going to go back to my projects, and I want to go, I don't think we went over the branding. If we did, I just want to review it. So over to the left, you can see that menu bar, projects, pages, branding. So I'll click on branding, and this is where the magic happens with those video themes. So the captions that you saw in that video were for my brand. So that's my video theme. So we'll go through this branding area. First, your logo. So any little logo that you want to put on your video, when you do those edits, please see video number 1 or part 1 to see how that all works. You can have these and kind of have a little collection. So every time you're creating these videos, you can easily add in whatever logo you want. For me, I'm a multi-passionate entrepreneur. I have 2 kind of different services. One is more holistic, the holistic approach. Plus I have my Master Your Pop clients who I support in mastering their professional online presence. So I will have 2 different logos and several different color brands, branding colors, so that my clients will be able to differentiate. I will be able to differentiate which videos are for which service. Down below that is your brand fonts, so you can plug those in and it'll automatically make those the caption fonts. So you do have to fill this in before you start putting in those captions on your videos. And then below that, you can see the video themes. So BigVu has several themes they've already plugged in for you to use if you'd like, but I prefer to create my own. So you can click on here, you can edit them. So that's kind of what I did with that. Created them, added my hex codes. This is what it looks like. So you can see to the left, you can see the text, you can see the background colors, you can see all the details here. And then if you want to make a square video, you can make that a box, you can make it horizontal, or you can make it vertical. So BigVu gives you the options to really create awesome customized and branded videos, especially using this awesome feature for the captions. I really, really like this. All right, so we'll head back to projects. I'm just gonna scooch down to our project here. So once it's complete and you've already done all of that, I'm just gonna click on it and you'll see the final product. All right, we'll pause that for now. And I'm gonna go back in here. There are a couple other things that you can do. So after you create a video and maybe you don't want the lower thirds, you see the captions down there and you're like, well, how am I supposed to have a lower thirds if the caption's there? So some of your videos you would not go through that process. You might add the logo if you wanted it more in the corners, however you want to do that. But you don't want your lower thirds to cover the captions or be underneath the captions. I think that's how that would be layered. So you definitely do not want that. So from there, you would just come into the captions. In fact, actually, let me just go back. Here we go. We'll just do this one that says not have any captions. So this is what I wanted to show you originally. So let's say we have the script right here over to our left and we're happy with that last take. So, right, you can see 3 takes here underneath that main video. So I'm going to take the one that was the latest one, that 88-second one, and I'm going to click on those 3 dots. And if you want to go to the composer if you're like, I'm not going to have any lower thirds, I'm not going to have my logo, you can open in Composer, and this is where you'll be able to create and add those captions. If there is something that you would want to do before you do the captions, it would be adding in the music. So remember, you can add the lower thirds, your logo, and then music. If you don't want the logo and the lower thirds because of where the captions land on your video, you can at least add music if you want. That's totally optional. So let's say I'm happy with everything. I've already styled my video. So now I'm going to click on Open in Composer. And this is where the magic happens, where you can add in those captions. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I'm going to click over here, right, because I've already done my branding. So I'm going to head over to style, the little paintbrush in the upper left. And I'm going to click on the very first video theme because that's my branded colors that I've already programmed. So let's see what that looks like. There we go. So there. So there's the captions, but I don't have any turquoise or yellow popping words. So I want to create that. And so this is how we do that. So if I come to this very first one, I want pride to stand out, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the little stars on either end. And sometimes you have to do a little editing with the words so that it lands nicely. And then I'm going to say, I'm going to do this. I want that to be bold. Okay, so I've put in those two. So I want pride to be bolded, and I want to state to be bolded. The differences in colors are either you put the little star or the little slashes. So let's see how this looks. Here we go. There, perfect. So you would go through each section, editing and creating those little markings on the words or the parts of that phrase that you really, really want to highlight. So you can go through that, and you can just go through each one. You can also add your logo in this step. So if you do not add your logo in part one or during that phase, then you can add it here. So you can pull up your logo. I'm going to have this one, save, apply to all scenes, meaning over here, you're going in the presenter, you're going to have that logo show up in every single scene there. Okay, so I'm going to say absolutely yes. And then you can click on the size. That looks really small and I want people to be able to see it. Whoops, that's really, really big. So I'm going to slide it back down. There, it's about good. There. I like that size. Perfect. Right. And then once you move through all of these scenes over here, and you have and you play it through a couple times to see if you really like it, then you will come up to the very top and press create. And then it will create and upload that video, and it'll be available to you. You'll be able to post it right away to your social channels, and then it'll be available in here. And we'll just look through most of this one because this one's already prepped ahead of time so that you can see all of those highlighted words throughout the whole video. Let's give this a shot. Do you experience muscle discomfort or pain? If yes, maybe it's time for us to collaborate. First, your age isn't an excuse not to move. Trust me, your body still has plenty of use. Listen to your body. It's trying to communicate. So let's take some time to investigate. Scan your body from head to toe. Don't try to rush this. Take it slow. Find any areas with muscle tension. These areas need your immediate attention. Pain means our muscles require change, meaning moving your body in all planes, sagittal, frontal, and transverse. This guarantees your movements are diverse. We'll work together to help you regain mobility with a plan. And that is the completed video, what it looks like with those branded captions. So this is one of my favorite features. It really helps you develop different videos for your audience, for your clients. If you wanted to maybe send out a monthly newsletter, things like that, those are ways that you can start using BigVu. In the next video, I will be sharing all the different ideas that I have used and have for you in how you can benefit from using BigVu for your small business. So make sure that you check out the next video, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video series. I'm Vanessa Reagans, and I'll see you in the next video.